Hi folks, one's uploading for you at the moment, and this is on the Fabriano £130 studio paper. My camera is new to me. It came yesterday. It's a Canon HF R506. It's got the two functions that my other camcorder hasn't got. One, it records in MP4. Secondly, it pauses in record, which means that I can answer the phone, answer the door, make myself a cup of tea, mute while I dry the paper, go and do the ironing, all sorts of things. So I'm really pleased with this. A good price. I think the camera had only been, well, the client said it had only been used 6 times. But after a dodgy start yesterday, I found out how to pause it. Happy man. Right, so usual Ron Ransom palette. I'm used to looking to the left to my laptop because that's where I had the Logitech plugged into, but now I've got to look at the screen, all on this little screen. Right, I'll wet the paper all over. Usual colours. I'm going to do a sort of woodland scene here, like one of our local parks. Oh, there we are. Now, well, that's soaking in. Get some raw sienna. There we go. Right, let's put that on there. Bit more water. I just stroke it in all over. Let's give it some sort of unity to the scene. Right, we'll have a bit of blue now, a bit of ultramarine. Pull out any hairs that and make sure your paint is nicely dissolved. You don't want clumps of it, so let's just might put a bit of water in, might not. See what we feel like. Now mix a bit of light red with that for a bit of cloud. I'm not one for, as you know, for painting on dry paper. I like my wet in wet. I'll just make that a bit darker. Then I'll give it a dry, turn you off. Nice clouds whipping across the sky there. Won't take any liberties, I won't overdo it. Clean the brush, take it out of the water and give it a stretch. Well, I'll stretch it this way and get the hairdryer on it. So you don't need to pre-shrink your papers or stretch your papers, just pull them tighter. Even the £90 one papers I'm using, they're good quality, although they're lightweight, they're very good, and they go perfectly flat. Right, now you're going to be paused now. Right, paused. There, I'm paused. Brilliant. This camera's got a very good reproduction. It looks a bit yellow. I haven't got around to sorting that out. I'm recording on automatic, because I'm not used to all the jargon used in these things. Right, put in some rough ground, I think. Well, put in a bit of background. A bit of blue, a bit of yellow. Sort of a greeny, cool blue, blue-green. There's some trees going out of that. One rough ground, I like rough ground, walking through a wood. Look at all this in the distance here. And then we'll I'll use Frank Clark's hake now because that's very good for doing some rough ground. So I'll keep a path going. Oh, I'm not going to have some water there. Sienna, Cad Yellow, bit of ultramarine, and we'll something like that. Burnt sienna. Bit of Payne's grey. Nice bit of dark there. Nice bit of water. Puddles. It's been raining. Right, let's go on the other side now. And into that I'm going to put in some nice background trees or shrubs, scrubby stuff. Payne's grey, burnt sienna, and some nice cadmium yellow now. Right, now we want some more darks in that. Payne's grey, loose hairs, put them out. I'm going to drink my tea. I want a rich green, dark green in here. It's a bit streaky that, isn't it? Right, okay, now a bit of dark on that horizon. And I'm trying not to be too symmetrical here. By the time I start to detail this, hopefully it comes to life. I got the card. Card, where are you? Swig of tea. I'm just going to re-stretch the paper. See what I mean? It goes perfect, almost dead flat. Now we can just a few little rocks. Right, go back to the big hake now. I'm going to take some, I'm going to go through that cloud I think, just to break it up a bit. So a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of burnt sienna, burnt umber I should say. A bit of blue. Oh. The hake's losing a few hairs now. It's been a really good friend, I must say. Very, very pleased with this one right there, so. Try and get your tapers, your trees tapering to the bottom. Okay, I'll do most of that with the rigger, I think. We've got a nice bit of by the time I put a few tweaks on this and nice lot of water on that. Let's just thicken that one up a bit. Okay, I think we can sort of come down with that one a bit. Put some shadow on it, put some sienna on the outside of that. Okay, so have some bluer ones. A bit of red. I think I'm using too much water on this. Some in there. Alright, so carry across there. Just any old grey here. What you could do with the hake, all that finery, all that detail, with very little effort. Got to do some leafage over that. That's just a little bit too. I want to dry brush it, so I was just looking to make sure I unmuted. A bit of a grey. Now I want some water on there. Just mixing a bit of burnt umber with a bit of blue, just to make a sort of a tree grey. Right, let's go and put in those that dry brush. I'll use a small hake, the medium hake, for that. Right, so a bit darker blue and a bit of bluey umber on there. It all dries lighter than when you put it on. I'll just get a bit of dark in here. So that bleeds across. I'll let that dry off a bit. Get some leaves on the other, sort of what can have, well, a bit of autumny colour. Windy day, so a bit darker on that side, the shadow side. You can cover up bits you don't like doing this. Not one of my better paintings, but I'm still experimenting with this camera. There's that card. Sort of lost it over there. I'm telling you to thicken up and get a gradual taper, but well, that's what I can cope with that. Got a bit awry there, but I tried to put in that, it was all wet, too wet really. Oh well, we'll put that down to experience, I think. Right, I'll get my rigger. more of a sketch, isn't it? Well, I'm going to put a mount on it and have a look at it. I think I'll dry it off first though. This one will definitely be painted on the back. Probably be an oil painting, because I'm going to do an oil painting on Patreon tomorrow, if I can remember. An oil painting tutorial using paper, using your failed watercolours. I'll sign it. You never know, somebody might like it. Where's my little brush? Under here. Right, okay. Drink my tea. Mount. That's a big old grey mount. Well, it's more mud than anything else, but I'm going to wind it up. If I can give you a good look at it. Okay, that's as far as that's going to go without extending the legs. Right, I think I'll have to extend the legs fully on the tripod so that I can get further away with the zoom. But I hope you've got something from it. It doesn't look too bad on the screen. Yeah, well, this has come out not too muddy. There's a bit of granulating going on in that chunk there. That's quite good. But I'm not used to painting on the Fabriano anymore. I'm used to painting on the rough £90 papers. Try them. They behave very well. They go perfectly flat when you stretch them out. Anyway, folks, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.